That is a lot of Lego City sets. And we're going to talk about all of them because Lego's dropping a massive wave on June 1st, and all of these Lego City sets are going to be included on that brand new release. So if you're interested in looking at some really cool new Lego City theme sets, stick around, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's jump straight on into it. Before we begin, I'm going to make this review nice, short, concise, and sweet because look at how many Lego sets are back there. I'm going to try to factor in a scale out of time and just kind of answer the factor, is this set worth the price it's retailed at, and how was the building experience? If this is going to be a fun video, let me know. I'm trying a different way of doing a review, and we're going to just exploit the best way possible of doing it. Also, a massive thank you to my wife, Georgiana, because we built some of these alongside ourselves. But not only that, she allowed me to leave some of my Lego in the kitchen as our basement is under construction, and this will probably never happen again. So everybody make sure to give a huge thank you to Georgiana, and as well as the Lego group for gifting all of these for review. All right, enough talking. Let's jump straight on into it. The first Lego set is the yellow mobile construction crane. And I'm not gonna lie, this set kind of surprised me for its retail price point. Truthfully, after building this Lego set, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more than what it was. So I'm actually a little bit impressed. A couple of reasons. The scale of it is absolutely massive. I mean, it fits in a Lego city for sure. It's got like it's wide enough, but it's just a very large crane. Like seriously, if you were working in a building, like this is like skyscraper material and quite enjoyable. It looks really good. It doesn't feel like a Lego city set. I love the yellow color. It's like a darker yellow. And of course it doesn't turn. It has, I think, like 16 wheels on there. And just overall was an impressive build. I was pretty blown away by it. The crane actually goes up and down and has so many different playability features into it that I think this is such a fantastic set. But yes, it does come for a retail price of $110 and 1,100 pieces, making this one a definitely reasonable buy in my eyes. Like I said, pretty impressive Lego set, a lot comparable to some of the other ones that we're gonna take a look at today. I just fully extended this crane and check out the reach on this thing. That is so cool. It just has two cool little play features right there. I love play features in Lego. Sorry, I can talk about this all day, but you can drop in the porta potty that they have scooped up on it. The next Lego set is this car transporter truck with sports cars. It does retail for a hefty price of $100, but I think this one was one of Georgiana's favorite, and there was a couple reasons why. One, the overall truck, it's not a small scale truck. Like this is a full-blown like hauler for vehicles, and I think some of the speed champions will do a great job of fitting into on that. I do like the color scheme of this set. I think the blue is a nice little touch, and then of course all of the cars are removable, as well as the lift is able to be posed in different ways or form, which is a nice touch because you can put a car inside, or just display it a little bit differently where you can like ramp up and drive your cars. It's a nice touch from one of these sets. Now, don't get me wrong. I think $100 is a little steep for something like this. So in my eyes, $100 felt a little hefty. I think it would have fell more alongst the $80 range, just because it is a Lego City theme. It's not, exclusive anywhere form. There's no licensing. So it just seems like a little bit better price point, but nonetheless, still a fantastic set. I think this one probably would be better to wait on for just a little bit of sale, but don't get me wrong. If you're like me, you probably really want something like this in your Lego City, so it's not a bad one to grab. We then have a set which I call in the sweet range of prices, and it's a retail value of $29.99. Now, I think that's hard to believe for something that looks this good, has like a complete build. This is an impressive set. One of probably the better sets per values that I think we're going to see from the Lego City theme in at least today's review video. This is the double-decker sightseeing bus. It comes with 384 pieces, which I would argue is a little bit smaller, right? I feel like some of those old Speed Champions were somewhere in that range, but this is a really, really cool set. It has a featured bus and then a whole top section that is removable. So it's a very touristy bus. I think it's a dream set for Lego City fans like myself. It features this wheel up front with some sticker pieces calling the harbor, the park, the downtown, and the museum. Of course, some of these have being references to different Lego City sets, or maybe even one of the modulars like the new museum that came out. But overall, just a great set. $30 I think is a value buy for something like this. Even at the retail price point, at $30, I think that's quite justifiable for what you really get in that set. It's just a complete build. And don't get me wrong, I think something like this will go on sale at our Walmarts or Targets for 20% off. So I don't think it'll be a shocker to see that $24, sweetening the deal and still making it a really great set. We then have a Lego City set that I find hard to believe falls in the Lego City theme. This set looks just so good. I cannot give it enough praise. I keep saying this over and over again, a huge, massive pat on the back to the Lego group, because the Lego City theme, I feel like is just elevated it's just elevated like with this wave. It's just so many good sets after good sets. But anyways, this is the yellow construction excavator. I think the box art looks pretty fabulous in my opinion. But the set itself is just really cool. I know it's not, super unique. It might just be an excavator to most, but my gosh, imagine, setting up a little scene in your Lego City. It's got, a whole different bunch of features that can rotate 360 degrees. It's got the tire treads that look really good. Got some pretty, average minifigs for a Lego City set. And then the crane is his claw itself has some pieces in it that you can dump and open and retract his claw. So you can display it in many way or forms. Don't get me wrong, there's no features to twist or turn anything, but you can display it basically in any way or form, establishing the need for it. Now, it does have a higher retail price of $55, and don't get me wrong, I think $55 is just way too overpriced for this. For me, for the 633 pieces that are included in it, I felt like, $40 to $45 is always that price range that you're looking for. How much would you pay for this set without knowing the piece count and just kind of for what it is? And I think that's more in the $40 to $45 range. But again, putting it compared to the best, which you get for $30 versus this crane, which you get for $55, it's kind of a hard bargain, right? But really, really great set. I would definitely wait for this one a little bit on sale unless you're just a huge, excavator fan in general. We then have every Lego fan's dream sitting behind there, and it is a brand new semi-truck that's joining the Lego army. And this one happens to be the yellow delivery truck, which it probably should just be called the Lego delivery truck or something like that. And this set is, it speaks wonders. It's got some printed elements, which I think make the price elevated to where it's at. And don't get me wrong, it's on both sides, so you are getting 4 pieces like that are just printed elements. And then you also get the Lego printed huge piece right there, which is, again, just a really, really good touch. So impressive for the printed elements. We don't even see that in some of the Lego icon themes. So for Lego City to do that it's a step in the right direction. You get a couple small builds, which I think are really, really cool. You get a forklift that has a retractable, lift with a small little rubber band, simple to kind of establish. You get 3 stickers included in the set, and 2 of those are on this hot dog stand. Looks like hot dogs are only, 0.2, whatever 0.2 means. And then you do get a hot dog stand built out of a hot dog. I thought that was kind of interesting. It's literally a hot dog stand built as a hot dog. You've got ketchup, mustard, maybe a cold drink in there, and then 2 hot dogs. But regardless, those are just some of the side builds. What's really cool about this set is the pallets inside the semi-truck that you could take with your forklift, and if you're better at controlling Lego than me, it would probably work out a little bit better. But anyways, inside those pallets, you got a bunch of printed elements of different Lego City sets. This is one of the spaceships. This is the Lego City police prison escape set. So just a wide variety of different printed Lego sets, and a boatload at that. So the back is actually full of sets as well, and I just actually pulled that off. But anyways, that's kind of the delivery truck. The semi side itself, I think, was really cool. It's got an entire bed inside. It's got a the front end opens up for his motor to kind of be seen. He's got a TV in there with his bed. Just an overall really, really cool set. Now, don't get me wrong, $100 seems a little bit unjustifiable for something of this size. It just seemed a little bit steep, right? And I know Costco has been seeing this set for $75 off the start, since it's not even released, which is pretty crazy, which is 25% off. So I would likely say maybe it's best to hold off until you find a sale or deal on a set like this, because it's pretty clear that there will be, just because, it's not even released yet and Costco already had it on sale. So hold on that one if you're waiting for a better deal. There's a lot going on in this Lego set, but this is the Robot World Roller Coaster Park. It retails for $100, and I will display one of its coolest features. It is not on an automatic system, but you can push it, and it's literally a roller coaster. I absolutely love when Lego City makes these roller coaster sets, just because they bring a lot of joy, some movement into Lego, and just look aesthetically pleasing. This one is pretty cool. It definitely screams me in many ways or forms. It's basically a massive scale arcade. My favorite minifig being on top there, look at that guy. He kind of reminds me like a
a marshmallow almost. Like he's got like no face, but like some pink printing on his, I think that is all black headpiece. And then he's just got printing for his face, his eyes, and his mouth. Just a really, really cool minifig. And then some other cool minifigs included in the set. This one's got like a selfie stick and then just some gamers. It's just a whole totally game themed. Like that's a whole entire controller designated up there. And the mech, of course, being a little bit unique to this Lego set. You literally get a mech inside of it. All for the price of $100. It seems like a pretty fair price point. Then inside the set itself, like it has some pretty cool features. Like check out the little arcade games going in. One's like seated and it's like basically a raceway. You know, who knows? Maybe they're driving some Formula One. And then this looks like Galactica. Those are stickers, don't get me wrong. You know, we can always wish that they're printed elements, but for the most part, a set like this, I mean, it is just cool to see an arcade be at least brought to life in Lego. I know it's not like a full-blown modular building, but to get some arcade aspects in a Lego city build, I think is an awesome touch. And $100 for this, I mean, in comparison to $100 to like the delivery check, I think this is just a better bang for your buck because you're just getting so much. But moving on forward, we have another really large Lego city set. This one is the Seaside Harbor with cargo ship, and quite enjoyable of a build. I think this one blew my mind away a little bit, just being a little bit unique, and I was not expecting the price point to be where it was. I didn't know the prices until after I was building all of these, because I like doing that just to kind of see where we are gauged with our building experience versus what we get. And I truthfully thought this was going to be like around $130 to $140 to $150. So somewhere in that price range. And I was pretty pleased to find it's going to retail for $110. So a lot cheaper than what I thought it was going to be. But anyways, it features the harbor feature and it's built up on a couple bricks there and just gives you the total seaside appeal to this set. The cargo ship being pretty fantastic as well. Looks like they're shipping off a bunch of jet skis. And the building itself, minor details inside with a fishing dock on the outside of it, but it's super detailed. It's just features that like typical Lego City building where it's a dollhouse style on the back and just a little incomplete. But what can you expect from a Lego City set? At least the harbor is, I would say, a really, really good piece. And the boat itself is definitely an attractive one for that. So truthfully, at the $110 price range, it is a pretty great set for what you really get inside. And then the next bigger Lego City set we are going to get over here is the Jungle Explorer helicopter. This is more or less a part of the like jungle theme that Lego's kind of going for here. And again, this is another really large set, but it's going to retail for $100 for 881 pieces. And I feel like Lego's definitely taking advantage of some of the molded items in here. Like I think this one has a gorilla, a little baby monkey, and then also another gorilla. So you are getting two big gorillas in there, but I truthfully believe you're getting taken advantage for with some of those molded animals for the price point. And it is a really cool set. It's got the two helicopter things on the tops there. Overall, it looks fantastic. It's got a handful of different play features, everything you would find inside of a jungle, a jungle explorer, and it kind of like rotates all the way. And it's got some really cool wheels on it. So anyways, that one is that one. Like I said, a little bit overpriced, still a nice, fun building experience. We start getting into a few of the other jungle Lego sets that are a little bit smaller. We have the Jungle Explorer truck. Again, this set I feel like is taking advantage of that molded cat or tiger, as you may call it. Really, really cool molded animal there, don't get me wrong. But $35 as a retail price point of this one for 315 pieces. It just feels a little steep for what it is. The side build over here, just a small little display piece for your tiger to kind of, have a little scene. I don't know. It's not my favorite. I'm not too big on some things like that. The vehicle itself, it's got the four wheels, a couple cool different little characters, but for the most part, it's just, another off-road looking vehicle. The next Lego set is the Jungle Explorer water plane. I was pretty impressed with this set. I really like the simplicity of the plane, and it does retail for a price of $23, which it's like almost felt like why not just call it a $20 Lego set or $19.99. It does come with a few animals here. Well, I guess if you can call them animals, they are two crocodiles or alligators, and then one baby croc, which is kind of cool and cute. The propeller does spin, and overall the build is pretty simple. Again, a nice little jungle small build over there. It's just like, it's almost like, should you even include something like that? I get like to display one of the crocodiles in it, but I don't know, maybe just put more efforts into the plane. But for the most part, the plane is very simple, and I think does a really, really good job of just being simple, and looks really good. And then the last set from the Jungle Lego City theme is the Jungle Explorer ATV. This set is going to retail for a price of $10.99. It's almost like, why not just call it $10? But regardless, this one just comes with this ATV inside, and I believe that is a red panda box, if I'm not mistaken. And the small little build. Again, why include 10 pieces of a semi-forest? Like, is it just for the creature, I guess, to kind of display them? I don't know. It's just like, I don't know, maybe put better effort into the ATV. There's just better other $10 to $12 Lego sets on the market. I wasn't too fond of that one. But I'm not a huge fan of the jungle side of the Lego City theme, but the Lego City stuff I can 100% be using in my personal Lego City. I'll be parting out and piecing because these are really cool. And I know this was a little bit shaped out to be a little bit of a longer video, but we had a lot to talk about. I tried to make it a whole sectioned off into different views of each of one of these sets. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback. Would you like to see videos for each one of these sets? Or, you know, going more into depth into detail? Or do you like something, a nice short, sweet overview and just kind of talking about the highlight of the price point versus building experience? Anyways, let me know in the comments below. I can't thank Lego enough for sending all of these Lego sets over for a review. It's truly amazing that they sent these so we can have it in our channel early, and we got to build them. So anyways, that's going to wrap it up. Love you guys. Hope you have an amazing rest of the day. I'm Cristo from Stud City. We will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.